What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another Flip Quest episode here. We are back at home base. Nate over in Washington. I'm here in Milwaukee, and we are back on the PWCC weekly auction for another Flip Quest episode. Last week, we did the Kesem charity auction. Total up like $64,000 here on PWCC, which is amazing. And now we are back to our regularly scheduled programming for the weekly auction. We already got some people in the chat here. Tom and Kevin, what's up? How we doing? Nate, Arsenal and Chelsea sitting up there with 3 points right now. Although you are one spot above us in the table because you have one more goal differential than us. So I guess enjoy it while it lasts, buddy.
All I gotta say is I don't get to watch the games because I don't have cable, so I rely on having to learn what they're doing from you when you watch. So you could tell me all terrible things, and I would believe you.
Well, they look pretty good. I guess they look pretty good, but also Crystal Palace did not look very good. So good to see everyone, though. Pat, Jack, yo, what's up? Joel, how we doing? Really good to have everyone back in the chat, back in our Flip Quest episode, and back to grab some more cards and, of course, give away some more cards because tonight we will have some more giveaways like normal. We are selling a few different cards tonight, just some smaller ones, just a couple smaller Formula One slabs, some Lewis Hamilton's refractors, Purple Max, stuff like that. So nothing too crazy. But what we have going down tonight is an absolute monster. Nate, what's that monster, man?
Oh, the Lamar downtown. I want that card so bad. Of course, I'm too poor to ever own that card, but what a magnificent card. I really like it because it has the Super Refractor finish covers a lot more of the card than normal.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely spectacular. And this specific card, I'm not sure who else who listened to 5 at 5 this week, but we talked about this on 5 at 5 because the last time this card sold, it was a BGS 9.5 actually sold through PWCC back in 2020 for $6,413 as a BGS 9.5. All these years later, and here it is, $15K before the buyer's premium. This is going to be definitely one of the biggest cards to sell tonight, one of the most noteworthy cards to sell tonight. And of course, who could have predicted it? We're sitting here in August, and football once again is hot. Nate, how many years do we look up? And it's July and August, and people are probably saying, man, why didn't I buy those quarterbacks in April? And you always think the next year it's not going to happen because everyone knows. But once again, it's happening.
I think it's tough for people to be like, I'm going to buy the beginning of baseball season quarterbacks and hold them almost the entire way through baseball season to be able to sell. I think that's just a little bit tough. I know it'd be tough for me to be pumping money into a Lamar Jackson or a Joe Burrow instead of into somebody whose season is going.
I get you, but hey, it was a smart play, was it not?
It was a smart play. Also, real quick, Pat B says, since Nate expressed his disappointment, Vlad, he's hit 417, 3 home runs, 4 stolen base, and a 313 ISO. The Vlad fan club needs a formal apology. I apologize to the Vlad fan club and to Vlad himself. Vlad knows I love him. Well, he doesn't actually, but I do love him. He was disappointing to me, but he is back. And also, if you have anybody that you really like and they need a boost, just get me to be disappointed in them. And without fail, they become good again. So not that Vlad was ever bad. Just when you have a guy that's running 1,002 OPS as a 22-year-old, anything under the 900s for an OPS is a disappointment.
Dude, I thought this was a joke at first. Jack was not joking. Jack commented, I think the Burrow downtown sold for 100,000 plus. Kind of crazy. Lamar isn't close. He was not lying. And I'm sure that sale has got to influence this Lamar Jackson being above 15K right now because there's a BGS 7.5 with a 6.5 on the surface that sold for $108,000 back in February, right before the Super Bowl, February 5th. It sold for $108K. The Joe Burrow downtown vinyl rookie.
Oh.
That's insane. Wow. Crazy. Also, Nate, can you do the Lord's work for Joel right here? He says, I think Bo Bichette needs you to jinx him, please.
Bo Bichette, I'm super disappointed in you.
Nate just starts slandering everyone that people asked for.
Wait, I got this, Aaron. Luis Arias, Willie Adames, Rowdy Tellez, Colton Wong, Victor Carantini, Christian Yelich.
How about the
Tyrone Taylor? whoever you want to name, all the Brewers, I'm disappointed in you.
What's up, Adam? Good to see you. Mulligan Cards, nice talking to you earlier on Instagram. And Logan said the Seismic Gold McDavid is a stunner. It definitely is a stunner. And he hopes it doesn't get chilled this time. I don't know. That card's sold, back in June. We were watching it. It sold for like 5,000 something, which seemed like a lot. It's back up again. It could have been one of the ones that wasn't paid for. I have to say, like 98% of these auctions get paid for, sales completed. There's a 2% items that don't, which is super, super small thing compared to like eBay and stuff. What doesn't get paid for over there. So the payment rate is really good. We've seen extremely high success, just 3 different sports cards, the multiple hundreds we've sold in PWCC that haven't been paid for. That McDavid could have been one of them. I don't know for sure. Otherwise, it was just trying to be flipped right now really quickly, which would probably be a pretty poor decision. So we just have to assume most likely it wasn't paid for, but we'll look at that pretty soon here. So first off, what we're going to do tonight is look through the favorites that I've got favorited, because there's some really big cards here at really high bids. I didn't want to place obviously a bid on just to qualify for it. I didn't get the bids in super early with coming back from the National. So we'll be looking through a couple of these different cards here. Jack, this is a good question. Do you guys know if SGC pre-grade cards from National can be sold in the weekly auction? Jack, I don't know that for sure. I'd have to assume yes, just because it kind of is graded just a card saver, but I don't know for sure. And Hank, yes, there is a new sign in the back.
Pretty
Nate
sick.
will have his at some point here. But it's sick. It's really, really cool. It's like an LED light, but looks like a neon sign. Much lighter and cheaper and safer with it being LED. And so we're going to check out these favorites here just to start it off. And this one right here is a huge one. The Flawless Great set is probably one of the top flawless sets made. It's got a dual patch on the sides of the player in the center. This one's Kobe. It's a ruby numbered out 15. I've got some stats here. Last time this one sold, I think it might have been the exact same card. Was for $25K back in October 23rd, 2021. We know that the basketball card market has went through quite a bit of drops in the past 8 months, 8 months to a year. So we'll have to see how that one sells comparatively to when it last sold. But Ohtani, I mean, Nate, did you see the other day when they had 7 solo homers and Ohtani had 2 and they lost 8-7? How much of a shame is that?
Dude, the Angels, I don't know. I guess they used up literally all of their luck drafting Mike Trout 25th 13 years ago, and ever since that point, they've been cursed.
Seriously, it's just insane. Do you think he'll be traded next season, Ohtani?
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, I don't think he'll get traded before the season, but if they're out of it midway through, I could see it happening.
Right.
I could also see Art Moreno signing like Aaron Judge and going Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Ohtani, flashy, and just see what happens.
Wouldn't that just be absolutely insane? One of the other big cards in this auction, which is already pretty high, is this Zion Williamson green courtside rookie numbered out 5. So as we all know, Zion should be making his debut, or I say debut, but his re-debut. He didn't play it all last season, and he should be starting at the beginning of the season this year. The last time this sold was actually 2 months ago for $9,127. I think the next bid on this item already takes it right to that. So if it gets one more bid at $9K or at $7,500, buyer's premium puts it to $9K. That matches the sale from 2 months ago. Definitely a lot of the basketball cards in the offseason have dropped, like Tatum, like Giannis, like Luka, even Booker. A lot of their cards have dropped this offseason after the prices went up quite substantially in the playoffs for some of them. But Zion, I mean, there's so much excitement around him, I know, coming into this year. And there was one more Zion card on this list I wanted to look at, which might not have made it to page 1.
Was it the orange? Was it the orange?
Yeah. It was the orange auto. Here it is. The orange auto PSA 8. So this one, I mean, it didn't sell for quite a long time. And then recently a BGS 9 of this card, just obviously not PSA 8, but BGS 9 is like a different variation where he's like kind of white jersey charging at the rim. So for $8K on best offer recently. So this one's at $2,500. So expect that one to make quite the run. And then also just because we're on this page right now, here is that McDavid Gold Seismic. These cards are beautiful. This is pretty much like the closest thing OPC Platinum you can get to Topps Chrome or Optic or whatever you want to call it.
What's the Gold Seismic out of?
Number out of 50. But the one I have, the Keandre Miller Gold Seismic auto is out of 25. So
I love when they do that.
Different for the autos. I mean, we see it all the time. I feel like with different products and Topps and Panini, anyways. But this card's super, super sick. Already at $2,900. And then I wanted to pull up that Josh Allen this Josh Allen here. I mean, this guy's market is absolutely torched right now. This is the orange 49 PSA 10 from Select. To me, Nate, this just seems like one of another rookie card. I would way rather try to find a Contenders auto, even in a lesser grade, if I could. But looking at this card, go ahead.
I kind of like the oranges from Select.
They're nice. They're nice. I'm not saying they're not nice. But sold for $5,000, Nate, on Buy It Now. I think actually through the PWCC vault, January 28th. You know, that's right around that crazy game he had with the against the Chiefs. And I'm not sure what this will sell for, but people are really hot on Josh Allen right now. MVP favorite. Bills are Super Bowl favorites right now. Kind of everything's going their way preseason from a betting. I guess. Figurative and literal betting perspective. Go ahead.
Everyone can buy whoever they want. Just remember that Aaron Rodgers gets to play the Lions, Bears, and Vikings 6 games a year. So
true.
You bet on whoever you want to bet on for MVP, but I'll take Aaron Rodgers till he retires.
He does get those soft defenses. You are correct. And then what was the other? There's one more thing I want to point out here in the favorites. Maybe it's on the second page again. But this Luka.
Dude, there's some nice Herberts.
Although I said Herbert, there are some nice Herberts. This is the Contenders ticket stub of 10 PSA authentic. And then there was also the Gold Mosaic PSA 10 and the Optic Contenders Orange Auto at 50, the Optic Contenders, Nate, they sell so well still. It's like, I'm actually kind of surprised how expensive that car is right now.
Speaking of Josh Allen, did you see the Phoenix laundry tag 101 auto?
Yep.
Sticker auto?
Right here. That one's at 57.50. I mean, people are hot on their quarterbacks. I guess looking at that and thinking about it, I mean, unless you have a huge conviction that one guy is going to be the number one guy this year, you know, like a Burrow last year towards the end of the season, it just seems like it's smart to take profit heading into the season if you are up on your Allens or your Herberts or something. And maybe I'm wrong, you know, and there is a good chance that one of them pops off.
How do you in good conscience bet on one AFC quarterback over the other?
There's like 10 of them, bro.
It's so hard. Like you just have to be a fan of one of the guys and just be like, yeah, because like you can love Josh Allen, but who knows? Tua and that new regime might have something in them, and they might beat. You know, I've heard Mac Jones looks pretty bad though, so I won't talk about him. But like, you know, you got that, and then you have the AFC North AFC North with Deshaun playing 11 of those games, and Lamar, right?
And Joe Burrow.
So it's like it's insane.
I know, it is crazy. And people are spending big money on Zach Wilson too, who is at the bottom of all those guys.
And I saw some rumors that like a ton of people are taking a ton of tickets on Russell Wilson MVP odds, and
interesting.
It's crazy.
Interesting. There's 15 seconds left until extended bidding. So if you have not gotten in your bids now, you have to get them in the next 10 seconds to qualify for extended bidding. Speaking of those quarterbacks, there's a Tua Spectre 1 of 1 here and a Joe Burrow Rookie of the Year Gold Optic Contenders insert auto. Lots of big football cards in here, but there is a particular football card that I noticed that maybe Nate saw too. I want to point out, it's probably on page 2 or 3 here. Also, do you see a Patrick Williams, Nate?
Oh, the gold? I want it.
I know. It's just so risky.
That's the problem is like he showed flashes at the end of the year. He also showed flashes of being pretty, you know, but he showed flashes. But it's so much money. It's so much money for just an absolute straight up prospect.
Definitely. This was a card that I want to pull up. So this is
the 101.
Yep, this is the 2011 Playoff Contenders front row JJ Watt rookie auto 1 of 1, and this is like the 1 of 1. Like, there's not some random black box, white box thing. Like, this is the pack inserted 1 of 1. The only deal is that the only way to distinguish the front row is that they switch the section, row, and seat to 111, and that says front row ticket. And then, of course, on the back, it's actually stamped 1 of 1. But nowadays, with, you know, the 1 of 1 championship tickets and everything, they're like real shiny. They got a bunch of reflection. You can definitely tell it's different than the base. I don't know, man. You pull this thing out of a pack and don't pay too much attention, then you might think you got base JJ Watt here.
That's true.
And honestly, this card is awesome, but for that reason, I'm out. It just doesn't look different enough from the base for me to be like super jazzed up about it. It's at 14.25 right now, and I did some research. Someone got an absolute deal, Nate. They bought it through the PWCC fixed price marketplace for $700 back on March 5th. It's already at 14.25, and $700 is a steal on the 1-of-1 JJ Watt ticket auto.
We're talking about a dude who had some of the best, most dominant back-to-back seasons NFL history for a defensive line.
Seriously. Pat B says, who wins MLB Rookie of the Year, Nate? NL and AL.
Honestly, NL, not sure yet. AL, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if Adley Rutschman catches up to Julio.
What?
And wins. Dude, Adley is catching up, and he's catching up pretty quick.
Is he playing that well right now?
Well, you got to remember he gets a huge bonus from being a really good defensive catcher. But he's also hitting very well.
Is he like one of the top 3 defensive catchers in the MLB already?
Probably.
That's insane.
Dude, there's a reason the Orioles flipped it around quick, and it's one dude. If there's one prospect you could have that can change a organization quick, it's a defensive catcher that can also hit really well.
Seriously, that's crazy, man. And also, anyone who, just like Pat asked a question there, anyone that's watching right now, we thank you for being here, and feel free to ask any questions you want throughout tonight's stream relating to sports, this auction in particular, the cards ending, cards that we're looking at, whatever it is. Please let us know, and we'll help get those questions answered. Here's a one right here for Real Madrid. This is the Camavinga Gold Refractor Auto 50 PSA 10 with the 10 auto. It's at $1,025 right now. There actually was one that sold today of all days. I mean, as a PSA 10 with an authentic auto, but to see this type of card get a PSA 10 is very difficult because these were part of the set that were produced in Italy that were heavily damaged on the back. This one I looked earlier actually looks pretty darn clean. It's very hard to tell because the back's so white. It's just the exposure is really high. But still, I mean, 1,025. I think the last one sold, or the ones that sold today was like $1,400 around there or something. Nate, I was looking at this because I want to see what this ended at tonight. Because I want to see, let's just say that this thing went crazy and got up to like 1,500 or something like that. Maybe that's a sign that it's worth us playing out our flip quest and trying to actually convert some profit on the true blue PSA 10. Although we'll have to see what this ends at, because this very well could just end at $1,000, and then what we're looking at maybe like $1,600 on our blue or
and at that point it's like I'd rather just hold. I mean, exactly. we have a kid who should keep progressing into MVP type conversations.
Definitely. Pat, what a debut by Haaland. True. Nate, in Haaland's debut today with Manchester City against West Ham, he scored 2 goals. He earned the penalty and converted the penalty in the first like 25 or 30 minutes. And then he had a sick goal when De Bruyne just fed him on a platter. Man, that team is going to be insane. They already are insane.
So what you're telling me is the other day when you asked, or somebody else asked on the YouTube live, my options for who is going to win Premier League, score most goals, be the most valuable player or whatever, I was probably correct.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be very exciting to watch him play. Honestly, I really hope that Manchester City doesn't win the league, but I'd be kidding myself if I wasn't going to tune into like every single one of their matches that I can to see Haaland play in the Premier League.
I can't believe how tall he is.
Bro, he's 6'4", and he's
him
so
standing
fast.
next to Aaron Rodgers, and you say he's 6'4", there's a couple. He had more than 2 inches on Rodgers.
No, I'd say if he's wearing cleats, he's definitely close to like 6'5", 6'6" area.
Yeah.
Crazy. Also, want to know what else is crazy? I'm like, I get that Jalen Smith is probably going to play on the Pacers, but his RPAs, they consistently sell for $1,000 or more.
That is sick. That's a sick patch, though.
It is. You're right. But he should be getting minutes, I guess, this year with the Pacers. He played 25 minutes a game last year, actually. So he does play a lot. I remember him playing at Maryland. He's 13.5 points a game and 8 rebounds last year. Interesting. And then this sick Tua.
Dude,
this Tua immaculate.
Buy that Marcus Mariota.
Too late. I don't have a bid, but I'm not paying almost $1,000 for Mariota, whom you never know what's going to happen. And then there's just a couple other cards here towards the bottom. I just want to shout out Oscar Piastri quick because he is making all the rumblings and waves in Formula One right now in the summer break, as supposedly now he's going to be driving for McLaren next year.
Wait, there's a summer break?
Yeah, there's a 1 month off during August and returns at the end of August.
Is it because it gets too warm?
Because the season's super, super long.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just basically like a mini break because it goes until like almost December and it starts in March. So, and these dudes are
Okay.
traveling around the world, so they give them all a break. Although, I mean, honestly, you say because it gets too hot, I'm sure that probably has something to do with it too, because it is so hot in those cars when you're driving. But he's making a lot of waves right now, and that card is definitely benefiting because of it. Going to have a new seat next year, not with Alpine, but with McLaren, it sounds like. All right, let's pop over to the my bid section because we've got some bids on 75 cards, which is definitely lower than normal. But I wanted to go down and look at some of them and discuss some options. Honestly, we bought a ton last week for the charity auction and bought a lot either at the National or before the National. So we're probably going to take this week a little lighter on the lower end option, but that's not a bad thing. Looking at some lower options, although this card was pretty sick.
I think if we aim lower end, we should just try to get some low end basketball guys.
Low end basketball guys?
Yeah, for the start of the season, see if we can't make like a 25%.
I mean, that's a good idea. Do I have lower end basketball bids out there is the real question.
That is the question.
But that Jesse Owens was pretty sick. That PSA 8, I think that was the last one, sold for like $1,700. And we'll see where it goes from there. But this Crosby, and I'm not going to buy this, as we did grab some Crosby last week in the charity auction that were up there, the platinum blue cubes. But the gold just goes so well with the Penguins gold and black. It's pretty sick, honestly. And then Nate, I put in quite a bit of bids on some lower end vintage this week just to look at some different things. Oh, also a Tatis jersey is in here. Inscribed El Nino. What are you grabbing, Nate? What's he grabbing? Oh boy. What do you got there?
Can you see the auto? Yes, you can. Tatis bat.
Nate's about to bust up his screen with that bat, trying to get that jersey. Match the jersey with the bat, although it's at $200 right now, which is pretty good.
Pretty expensive.
I'm not a big Sun jersey guy. But I did put out some bids here.
I don't know. You put it in a frame, it's pretty cool, but the frame probably costs you another $600.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, getting them framed, right? Chat, if you're willing to comment right now, let us know what you think about the vintage market right now. Now, I only have a couple vintage cards, a 1954 rookie Hank Aaron, a 1956 Jackie Robinson, and that's pretty much it in my personal collection. But there's been a lot of, I'd say, like heat, not like in a bad heat way, but like discussion around the vintage market, increases in prices in the vintage market, much more than we're accustomed to in like a specific quarter, probably. And that's obviously during the drop of some other modern cards. There's some more people talking about it on YouTube, on Instagram, all these different places. Do you think that means that it's not the time to pick up vintage because people are talking about it and it's going up like 2% a month, which is as a whole category by Card Ladder Pro type of deal? Like that's not really normal, I'd say, for the vintage market and everything. And Adam says, not educated enough to comment, wanting to learn more. Honestly, I'm not saying I'm like a complete dum-dum, I guess, because I know a lot of the years that these cards are made and the different grades and values and stuff. I look at it every once in a while, but I have not collected it hard myself. I'm definitely like in the novice category compared to people who actually collect it. It's just an interesting topic, and what qualifies as vintage is another topic too, but this is a 1987 Super Sport Ayrton Senna here. Nate, I was doing some research on this card. Guess what the only 5 grade was to ever sell of this by any company graded a 5? Guess what I guess guess the grade and guess how much it sold for.
Guess the grader?
Yeah, guess who graded it and then guess how much.
I'm going to go with something random like FCG. And I'm going to guess that it went for $300.
No, it was the normal one, you could say. PSA. Graded it is a 5, and it sold for $6.50 in 2018.
Holy smokes!
I know. Isn't that crazy? And you'd have to assume that's definitely obviously with the SGC 5 at 150 right now. The PSA 5 is obviously a multi-$100 card as it is. But it's just so funny. I was looking it up. I think an SGC 3 sold for like $60. There's just something like that. It's a very cool card. RIP Ayrton Senna, but just very, very just crazy to look at. You see $6.50, and you almost wonder if it was an error or like a buy it now that got listed for way too cheap. But it was back in 2018, of course, and Formula One cards were rarely collected then, if all, by a couple people.
Is that original Fallout game, PSC?
Yeah, you like this? Fallout 2, 1998 Windows PC. You
Awesome.
can get one of these things not
I can't
sealed.
believe Fallout 2 came out in 1998. They're so slow at making Fallout games. It's not even funny.
Dude, Fallout 4 came out when I was in high school. I played that game. I think I logged like 30
And now, of
hours.
course, they had Fallout New Vegas between 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, and they had Fallout. I think there's something else between there. I can't remember. But yes, Jack is right to Adam's question. Adam said, dumb question. Where do you find a 2018 comp? Terra Peak? No, Card Ladder Pro. Looking in the sales history tab, it's got like 15 plus years of data. It's like $15 a month for the Card Ladder Pro, or you can buy it at the yearly rate. In my opinion, it saves us millions of hours of time and lets us do these episodes here in PWCC super easily. It is quite the tool. Here's a one from Jack on the vintage market. Yep, flippers / mass finally making way to vintage. Would stay away currently unless it's high grade that you wouldn't see again. That's a great point. There are a lot of vintage cards that are lower graded that will pop up pretty often. So definitely don't overpay unless you
Aaron, we should have kept our vintage lot until now.
I know, right?
missed our chance.
We did well though with it.
We did.
Danny says, I mostly do vintage and have for a long time. They are long-term hold traditionally. They are now becoming mainstream with newer collectors. I think Nate, you talked to me about this. Do you think people just got bored with the same old basketball cards and same old baseball cards?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
definitely think so. Which is kind of nice, honestly. They're not leaving the hobby. You know, all the people that brought their money in, there's plenty that left the hobby, but there's also plenty that instead of leaving the hobby, they're just shifting around to different things, which still keeps their money in the hobby.
Definitely. And then more money gets spent in the hobby. Also, there's a comment that Leon Draisaitl is at Steel right now. It is now up to $14.25. I think it tripled in the last like 15 minutes. It was around like $500, I think, which was way too low. Now it's up to $1,500. But what Nate said is right. And honestly, like the way I've just collected my whole life is like, it's very hard for me to do like either multiple sports at one time or do one sport for a super long time. I know Nate's been in Bowman Chrome Baseball Prospects for like ever, since I guess you jump back in, which isn't forever, but a lot of years. But for me, it's like I get very excited about collecting something, and then I kind of find the point that I want to collect up to, and then I'll kind of move to the next thing and move back to the other thing and move back and forth. And I've been doing that for years and years and years and years between football, basketball, baseball, soccer, Formula One, hockey, Stranger Things. It's just like all over the place. But I enjoy a lot of the collection pieces. I have I have part of my personal collection for everything I've collected over the years and bought / sold.
Did you send? I saw your post on your David Harbour today.
Oh, you like that? The one of one?
I do like that.
Oh my gosh, dude, that thing's so sick. Also, Nate, I had no idea who was in the MCU until Julian told me.
Yeah, he's in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Did you not watch that movie?
No, I didn't. I would have known.
It was okay at best.
See,
for me, new Marvel movies have been okay at best.
For me, if my Marvel friends tell me, "Hey, you guys see this movie?" That's when I go see that movie. They didn't tell me to go see that movie. So
I try to see each movie once. Now that I'm this far into it, watch every movie once.
Adam said, conceptually, though, if a large portion of collectors are typically in modern parentheses high pop counts move to traditionally more stable priced parentheses lower pop vintage, it should prop that market up for a while. And that is true. I mean, really, it's just where is there not a lot of supply? And if there's not a lot of supply in certain vintage stuff, remember, there are a decent amount of supply in certain cards. It just depends on the grades and everything and what year it is. The closer you get to the 80s and the 90s, like, it's over. Like, the pops are super high. So it's not really like, that's more similar to modern. But you start thinking about like the 56 Jackie I have, like I bought that thing years and years ago, and I have no plans to sell that. Not necessarily because I'm like, 5 years down the line, I'm going to make absolute bank on it. It's more just because like I need a Jackie Robinson card in my collection, and God's so cheap because I love the card. I mean, he is literally one of the most impactful humans that's ever been on this planet, I'd say. And I love it.
You know what's
this
funny,
magazine,
Aaron?
What do you say?
You know what's funny?
What?
I was talking to a lady this weekend, 78 years old, and she lives in Washington, but grew up in Milwaukee. Big Milwaukee Braves fan, and I mentioned Warren Spahn and Hank Aaron, and she's like, yeah. Mentioned Eddie Matthews, eyes lit up like rockets at the mention of Eddie Matthews, and it's just funny to me because like I've never seen a card of his. I always see Hank Aaron and guys like that. I've never seen Eddie Matthews, and people also like don't give him enough respect for being he's a 500 home run hitting dude.
Right, I know. It's crazy.
And nothing. And played in Milwaukee for almost his entire career.
Which is crazy because even like me, Nate, it's like Eddie Matthews doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Hank Aaron and then Warren Spahn, who's hanging actually on my wall right there, a signed picture, means a lot more to me. But I just never really have heard much about Eddie Matthews. But like you said, 500 home run hitter, played most of his career here. Moving on quick, but that's a good story. CGC 8.5 of an ESPN magazine here from Kobe Bryant when he died is at $115 for the CGC 8.5. I looked up on eBay just to see like what one of these copies was just like listed for as a magazine, like $5, $10. It's at 115 CGC.
So what you're saying is go to eBay, buy them all, send them in, get them graded, flip them,
send them to PWCC, auction off.
Yep,
I guess so. Real music. This is a good question here, and I think that the chat can also add in here for those that have been collecting for a while. Why do you guys think SGC became the go-to for vintage? I don't think they became the go-to for vintage. I think they have been the go-to for vintage for 25 years. SGC's been around for a long, long, long time. I think a lot of people who might be a little bit newer to the hobby look at SGC in the month of the Gray Modern cards now and just all cards in general. I mean, they're doing very well, obviously. See them as like a newer company compared to like PSA and BGS, when in reality, the vintage cards that they've graded were graded years and years and years and years and years ago. They switched the label maybe like 3 to 4 years ago, SGC, and they've been doing really well, grading a lot of different stuff. And SGC has always been their vintage has always been their biggest segment. And they've just had, they like the Honus Wagners. They have a lot of Honus Wagners graded in SGC. They have the Mickey Mantle. It's up for auction now. It's going to go for over 10 million. So they just have been. It's not really like
what do you happen to know what that's at?
Yeah, it's at like 7. Last I checked is at 7.1 million. I know and there's 23 days left in the auction.
That's insane.
There's more comments here too that we'll try to this is funny from Gabriel. Imagine 50 years from now, people who are barely getting into Marvel will have to watch 500 movies to catch up. That's
gonna be brutal. You spend your entire life doing that.
Seriously. And then Nate, give me a read on this one here from Danny, who's an experienced vintage collector. And I'll start looking through his auction more.
All right. So Danny says, and I quote, vintage is the definition of known floor, high ceiling, known floor minus high ceiling, or is it known floor dash high ceiling? But if you're looking for a quick flip, you are going to be disappointed.
I think it's just a dash.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think the quick flip would be what Aaron and I did, right? Find a collection, buy the said collection, grade cards, flip cards.
Yeah.
But if you're already buying graded vintage, it's definitely you're being safe, right? It's like buying Apple. Apple's probably not going anywhere for a very long time. People love Apple products. Even I am coming around on my Apple iPhone, and it'd be like buying that.
I gotta win this 77 Topps Nolan Ryan if I can and get crossed over to SGC. I actually was, I don't know what the right thing to say is, but I guess you could like say inherited a 1977. It's actually my first cards I've ever had, along with the one I guess I bought from Nate at a rummage sale or garage sale. But 1977 Topps baseball, tons of them for my grandma. Which went down to my mom and then down to me when I was a lot younger. That's actually what got me started in cards and got me. I completely forgot about that when I referenced my card story, starting from a young age, was really the 77 Topps baseball set. Started to sell some of them on eBay and take some of the money and go buy different cards of players I knew. But the 77 Nolan Ryan was the best one that I had. And I'd like to get one back and then get a grade by SGC. But yeah, pretty cool. Nate, you're a red guy, bro. I can't understand why this card is not like $1,000.
Well,
talk to me. It's a red sapphire New York Yankees stadium card.
I am a red guy, but they do these stadium cards like every year, and it kind of just gets kind of watered down. Also, it's not like the whole card's red; it's just the border, and it kind of gets lost in the whole picture.
You aren't wrong about the red. I actually agree with you on that. But do they actually make these every year? Because I haven't seen any other than the 2019.
Well, in my mind, I feel like I've seen more than 2019, but maybe I've just seen a lot of 2019 because I ripped a ton of 2019 Top Series 2 back in the day.
Yeah,
I'll have to look. I'll have to
think,
look. I don't actually know the answer to that.
I think that's what it is. Now, I'm not trying to like make these things super valuable because I don't even really know if I really want to buy this. But my point is that in Formula One, the logos actually command huge money. Like team collectors of Ferrari and Red Bull and Mercedes and whoever else you might collect sell for a ton of money. The especially the rare colors. Like if this is the closest thing to like a New York Yankees kind of like team card, you would think that this would be more than
They have team cards type stuff too. Not technically a team picture.
Yeah, but it's like Aaron Judge and like Miguel Andujar doing like an arm bump or something. You know?
Timothy says they are in Topps flagship sets every year unless me and Nate are both going nuts. So, whew, thank goodness. I got somebody else confirming. Because that's the type of card that I don't pay attention to when I'm ripping that type of stuff. So then all of a sudden it's like, man, maybe I am crazy. Maybe it's not in every year and I just assume it is.
Well, let me say this. I don't know about Series 1, 2, update, whatever, but I don't see any other Sapphires other than 2019.
Oh, well, not specifically Sapphire, just the team cards in general. The fact that it's Sapphire red out of 5 is kind of cool, but I still don't think it's going to be the type of card that anybody's like, wow, have to have that.
I mean, Nate, you're Mr. Red.
I do love my reds.
All right, Mr. Red. How about Xander Bogaerts color match?
Okay, I like that a lot better.
I was waiting for that. I actually want to look up and see how much like a Bogaerts red does sell for, because is he still like really good right now? Because I know he's like all-star all these other years, right?
Well, when you got a guy like Rafael Devers, right?
Oh, overshadow?
You're getting overshadowed. You're getting overshadowed hard, but Xander has been amazing. I can confirm that.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at this, Nate, a super ugly 2021 Sapphire Rafael Devers out of 5. So for $150 raw. This is a super dope looking 2019, which we know is one of the best looking Sapphire sets that they made along with 2018. And it's at $43.
All right, put a bid in on it.
I mean, I think we should at least try to go up to like 85.
Well, it's already extended.
Yeah, I know, but maybe we can win in the next window.
Okay.
I like it. See, now the name of the game tonight is finding the cool, rare, affordable cards that we can kind of snag, because I think it's always good to look back at the more affordable ones. I did see that. I actually want to see. I plan cross grading any CSG vintage card to an SGC.
Did you see the Brewers milking the 1982 World Series team for the 40th straight year this year?
Yeah.
That's how you know you have a bad franchise, when like every year it's celebrating the 1982 team, the only team that's ever made the World Series for an organization.
It's like, let's invite them back.
It's almost embarrassing at this point.
Hank, are you sure that that's ending tonight, the Ovechkin auto? I can't see that thing being like $30 like you said you bid on. I just hope you're not looking at the card from next week. Well, it wouldn't really make that big of a deal either way. Also, I love this 1955 set. This one looks a little bit different, actually. I didn't know if they made one without like the super dark brown border behind it, like the Mickey Mantle. This is more of like a light border TV. Oh wait, this might be.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
That Wander Franco.
Oh, I know, man. That was one of the beauties of the beauties. Hey, Red, Bryce Terang. How do we feel about him in the Brewers organization?
Since he wasn't traded, I do expect him to be up potentially at the end of this year. September call-up. I kind of expected him to get traded in a deal for a bat or something, but it didn't happen. He just never developed power. Like, the defense is good, the hit tool is fine, the power is just not there. I like it for like having it for a team card, but for an investment purpose, I wouldn't. More of a probable utility player than a starting shortstop in the MLB.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick though. Hey, what happened to Johan Moncada, bro?
Injuries at the start of the year, and I haven't heard anything since.
I think Danny and many other vintage collectors have been waiting for this moment that we spend like half of a show on vintage. This is probably one of the first times that we've ever done this on, especially a Flip Quest episode, but even on
Ooh,
other content.
Yohan Moncada, not good. 65 OPS plus.
Dude, Nate, his cards were like absolutely on fire.
Well, you remember he got signed to just an absolutely gigantic deal by the Red Sox as an international free agent.
No, I even mean once he had a good year with the White Sox, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he had a really good year a couple years ago, like 130 to 150 somewhere in there, probably OPS plus. But he maybe that might have been like 4 or 5 years ago now.
It was a while ago. No doubt about it.
Ooh, Thomas Steele, who do you like of the Brewers AAA outfield? Frelick, Weimer, Mitchell, or Ruiz? All of the above. I'm a
How
true
about who's
homer.
your favorite?
They're all going to be stars.
Was that like I'm a Brewers fan, let me say that, or is that like I'm serious, I'm going to say that?
Well, okay. Jury's out on Ruiz because he's a pop-up prospect, but Frelick looks like his hit tool is the real deal, and he should be able to slap a ton of hits around and maybe get into 10, 15 home runs a year, play good defense, so I like that. Joey Weimer, strikeout problems, but classic right field defense, cannon of an arm, and can probably get you 30-plus home runs in a year, so that's really nice. Garrett Mitchell, good outfield defense, though the arm probably isn't there, so he'll probably be an extremely good left field defender. And then the speed is insane. He's been starting to get into power more, so if he can tap into that power more, take some walks, speed, he could be all around just really good, especially moving from center field to left field, and that defense should play up.
Someone said something earlier that was an interesting comment. Oh, the Martinelli sticker, is it way overproduced? Yeah, it is, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of throw in a bit on Martinelli and maybe give it away after his opening goal this weekend. Also, Nate, I don't know if you saw, but I threw in a bit on this.
Okay. Oh. Wait. What is going on here? How did this pop up? I never saw this.
The Devontae Graham?
Yeah, I didn't see this all week.
You're saying that I saw it and you didn't?
Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying.
There was a comment on here. Anyone else notice the auctions this week are going close to over comps more than usual? Love buying on here and getting good deals, but don't think it's happening tonight. Bowman Chrome anyway. I gotta say, post national, I think a lot more people are like, first off, not as busy. Like we were insanely busy after the national. Kind of had more time to look this week and everything. And then probably a lot of people either sold stuff at the national or moving more cards around, all the different stuff, and ready to buy it. And I gotta say, I was looking at this Mike Modano, last sale $50. This is already at like $60. The OPG PSA 10. Jeremy Roenick, last sale $30.
How many of these comps are from July though?
I mean, Nate, they're within the last week.
Comps?
Yeah, the ones I'm saying like, oh, this sold for $50. It's already at 60.
Yeah. So you mentioned that's what you were mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
Because it's you can't really take almost any comp from July and even if it's brand new product, you probably still shouldn't take that comp.
Are you saying that because it's too low because people weren't spending money?
Yeah, because people are saving money for the national.
Oh no, I agree with you, but I'm saying like if you do look at them and then compare it to today, they're all going to look like that they're over it. But I do think that as we get closer to the fall, kids go back to school, less vacation, less traveling, less money spent on other things. You'll definitely see, I think, some, especially on the maybe the more affordable end to start because people can place bids a little bit easier there. Also, we are through the first window already. We are through the first window. That was not the first. Well, the first 30-minute window, I should say.
Well, there's only one 30-minute window, so
yeah, you're right. How do we feel about any type of Yohan Moncada bounce back, or is that just dead?
I not even worth. I mean, you look at what like Tim Anderson does on the White Sox. He doesn't get any love. You look at what Luis Robert has been doing. He's been pretty good. Not as good as people were hoping, but pretty good. No love. Eloy Jimenez back from injury. No love. I just think the White Sox are, even if they have a decent player, it's like people do not care.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to bet money on him bouncing back and then also gaining people's interest.
Right. I got you. I was just curious. I love the Super Mario sticker PSA 90. As we know, these are tough grades. I bought about 5 of these things raw. I hit one SGC 95 on a low Mac. And then on another low Mac, I got 5. And on a Link, I got a 5. This is a PSA 9 for the Super Mario Bros. Logo. It's at $66. The last PSA 10 sold for like 500 and something. There's 12 grade higher. I kind of want to just throw them in like once. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the other PSA 9s sell for because there's so many different stickers. I'll throw in one bid just for fun. And then I think I was going to give away a Mason Mount rookie tonight because we already won a Mason Mount rookie, I believe. It was a Prism update rookie PSA 8. He started the season okay. Wasn't as good as I was hoping for. But yeah, we'll give away this Prism PSA 8. Or if we get the 9, I don't know if we're going to get the 9. But if we do get the 9, I'll bless the people and give them the 9 instead of the 8.
There we go.
It's that big of a difference on it. If we get the 9, I'll give away the 9 instead of the 8. How about
that? Hey, real quick. Sean says, Nate, do you think Churio will drive 2022 Bowman Chrome boxes to the moon? I do. I think people understand that if you're hitting a Churio, you're probably hitting the number 1 overall prospect by the mid-season next season. And I think that's going to explode in value. I also need to convince my wife that us buying a Jackson Churio with our money would be a good choice. So we'll everyone wish me luck.
Like an auto when they release?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to decide what I think base autos are going to start at. And part of me feels like they're going to be like a base auto might be at like $800, $900 coming out of the gate.
The problem is that we sold our color probably 3 days too early.
Yeah.
We still did well in it, but probably 3 days too early.
Hey, it's okay.
I know. I agree. We'll get an auto. We'll get an auto.
auto.
At least we'll get an auto. If you don't get an auto with Kendra, we'll get an auto.
I just don't know. I don't know what they're going to go for, but it's not going to be cheap at all.
Nick, can I throw you out something here about this? They asked about 2022 Bowman. I mean, Ellie De La Cruz is in the same product.
No, 2022 Bowman Chrome.
Okay, but I'm even talking about 2022 Bowman.
Now 2022 Bowman, that should be quite expensive because I seriously think is once Ellie De La Cruz plays a little bit more in, I believe he just got called up to AA. Let me check on that real quick.
He just hit a bomb yesterday in AA. He is in AA.
Okay, he is in AA. Good. I didn't want to misspeak, but I was like,
dude, it was a tank. It was a huge home run.
He gets a little bit more time, and the strikeout problem doesn't rear its ugly head as more drastically. I think you're probably looking at him and Churio, same product, top 5 prospect, both top 5 prospects by probably update of next year.
Imagine if Churio
the preseason update.
Imagine if Churio had an auto in the Bowman set. With De La Cruz.
I know.
I really want to get this Bogarts right here.
Well, Aaron, this is the reason why I bought 3 Bowman Mega boxes and haven't touched them.
I know that's a good idea, Nate. Finally, you haven't touched them.
I had to have Kendra hide them.
Bro, we got the Robin Yount rookie, $49. Love to see it. We got the Bogarts, $58. Love to see that. And I got the Nolan Ryan for $75. I'm a fan.
Very cool.
And I think that we might have gotten a couple smaller things too. We're going to do a lot of watching of the market tonight after we... Oh, this is sick. I'm actually happy we got this. This is a Bobby Charlton PSA 5 from 59 Cadet. Sweet.
No idea who that guy is.
You don't know who Bobby Charlton is?
No.
He's a Man U and English player. Of course, I did just read that off the back, but I didn't know it. It is on the back as I looked at it, but I didn't know that.
Sure.
I did.
Save face while you can. I get it.
No, I can. I mean, I did say it. Hey, Fire Sports Cards has something nice to say to you, Nate. That's the first I've seen.
Oh. Hey, Nate, it was a pleasure to meet you at the National. You were a super cool dude. Fire sports cards. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope everyone that came up and met us had a hopefully similar experience.
Definitely.
Try to be the best people we can be.
Also, this 5 does look fire. Was that Timothy that just commented that? This does look super good. Holy cow. This is sick. $31.
Great, baby. Crack that bad boy out. Send it to SGC.
SGC. Seriously. Martinelli sticker. So we'll give away. We'll do the 2 Premier League boys for giveaways tonight. We'll do the Martinelli sticker PSA 9. Nate's guy. We'll give away the Mason Mount Prism Update rookie PSA 9. My guy. Y'all can get a little bit of flavor of the Premier League season starting. So those will be our 2 giveaways for the night. And we'll see what else we're winning. We'll probably be happy with the wins we've had so far and then do a lot of market watching, like I said, from here on out. Holy smokes. $500, Nate, for Fallout 2?
Hey, Fallout. Outside of Fallout 76, trash game, terrible. They botched it hard. Fallout is a very well-respected game. So I'm not.
No, I agree with you. Fallout 4 is awesome. I love Fallout 4. But dude, Fallout 2, 460. I mean, I looked at an eBay. I think raw copies not raw, sorry. Not sealed. $15 or something, but then there's like a sealed that was like up for like 100 or 200 or something like that. Not great. This is crazy. 460. This right here.
I don't understand how anybody growing up, right? There was no chance I was buying a video game and keeping it sealed. Like, no chance. I was buying that video game to play.
Bro, I played every video game that I came in contact with pretty much. Ted Williams, dude. This is a sick card. This is so cool. It's a
cool. Game used?
It's got to be. It's from 2006 Top Sterling. I'd be highly surprised if this was not. Our pieces of game used. Game used memorabilia. So sick. Bat, dual jersey with a little bit of a red in there. It's super, super awesome.
Of course, we learned that game used won't fly as much at the National because we had that sweet Jackie Robinson game used that nobody even looked at, but
that's fine. I mean, dude, if I miss this, what happens? What if I don't bid on this right now?
I cry. I probably quit SlabStox for life.
All right. Well, this is the highest bid we're going to go. And you better hope that your boy starts playing well with Zion Williamson so we can flip it. Well, we're winning it right now. We'll see, though. All right. I'm going to pop over.
To be fair, I have no confidence in Devontae Graham, like, moving forward. But
I know he's your guy.
Yeah, I think he did. Didn't he have like a DUI, something like that?
What?
Just a couple weeks ago.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You couldn't have told me that before. I just put a bid on it.
Well, it's a sweet card. I couldn't help it.
Is it? Yeah. Wow.
Might have been like a month ago.
Driving while impaired.
So,
it didn't really give much details at all.
I mean, he made a mistake. He'll learn from it. He'll come back stronger. He won't do it again.
I love it. Nicholas says, didn't Graham get arrested right after I bid? Okay, we pause to look at this Lamar Jackson, which is over 20K now, I'm pretty sure, after by his premium. And it is still going strong.
Hey, hear me out.
What?
Let's get it.
No. That's too bad. We don't even have a bid in on it. This Herbert, though, Mosaic Gold PSA 10 did just sell at 10,800, and that Zion just sold for more than it did in July. So if you talk about excitement around cards after July into August, preparing for seasons to start, the Zion Williamson did just sell for $1,500. Someone just won a Lewis Hamilton refractor. Was that Kevin? Was it? You asked if it's ours? Most likely, yes. It just depends on which one it was, I guess. We had a Max Purple sell, a Lewis refractor, driver number 2.
How do we do?
I mean, pretty darn good. I mean, these sales were way better than what they were before the National. Like a refractor SGC 10 just sold for $63. Then I'm pretty sure we sold a different one of it for so it sold for 63, and the last time we sold the same one sold for 43. We got $20 more.
Hey-o.
I mean, that's a big percentage increase.
That when it's that small of a card, yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So there you go. Pre-national, post-national, big difference. On the fence, yep, that's from Monaco. That was ours as well. That one went for $52.80 post-buyers premium. Then we had a purple that sold and what the heck? An 8.5 award winners got $37 for the 8.5. That's crazy. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but also sick. Like, Patrick Williams at 2,600. Nate's like bid. And I'm like, no thanks. That JJ Watt, man, congrats to whoever found that thing on the fixed price marketplace for like $600. That's
so
crazy,
cool.
Crazy good buy. And let's check out really quick what else has closed here on our favorites list. Otani, 13,800 for the gold auto. I like to see how much this Kevin Durant last sold for because his cards have really taken a beating here. I feel like that there's like no confidence anymore in the Nets for probably good reason. Yeah. I mean, if you couldn't do it when you brought together the biggest three of all the big threes, then I guess when are you going to do it? But
now, out of curiosity, I've been hearing some, like, I haven't actually clicked on any of the articles, but it almost seems like from the little tidbits of tweets I've been reading, and I haven't been paying that close attention, so somebody could tell me if I'm wrong, that maybe the Nets are trying to not trade him and just keep him despite him requesting a trade. Does anybody have any update on that?
Well, I mean, they haven't traded him yet, so
no, I know, but I saw a couple tweets that made it seem like that was kind of what they're getting at, but I didn't look. I wasn't interested enough to look into it deeper.
Gold Seismic, McDavid ended at 34.80. 6 card. Oh, I wanted to talk about this earlier. This was the Kyler Murray PSA 10 XRC sticker auto. These were like the ones, Nate, that were inserted into the previous year's select set. You get QB1, you scratch off the redemption, you redeem it.
That's an XRC?
Yep. Right there. Oh. They had autos of them too. Sold for $2,000, which you think about how much the normal XRCs sell for. I get it's a sticker auto, so maybe it just turns people off, but I feel like that, like, I did something.
Do we bank on a? Well, you probably didn't bet on it, but bank on a bounce back for Saquon.
Seriously, I don't know, man. That guy gets injured all the time. But Nate, this is gonna make you feel pretty good. We bought the PSA 10 True Blue out 150 for either the same price or cheaper.
Yeah, I think it was 1,000 on the head.
Yeah, so to see a blue shimmer go for over 1,100 is pretty sick.
Yeah.
And I was selling an aqua shimmer, so it makes me feel good. We went with the blue too.
I agree.
I gotta go and flip back here. What happened here? Oh, meant to have highest bid. That Lamar is still going. 17K. Don't forget, everyone, we got 2 cards being given away tonight at the very end. It will be randomized off to everyone in the stream, whoever follows the rules and joins.
Oh, Aaron, have we discussed what happened last week? Has anybody brought up what happened last week?
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
When not only did I guess the right price for the last card to end, but then also guessed the winner of the giveaway back to back. No big deal. Easy peasy. Didn't even break a sweat. Just another day in the office for me. And here you are. You can't even get one.
Hey,
I mean,
I did get one. It was on the night we bought the charity cards. I got it.
My bad. You got one. That's right.
I have not ever guessed the person that was going to win the giveaways. I'll tell you that much.
That is a tough scene. I think that was my 3rd time.
I don't understand how that happens. I really don't get it. I don't get it, man. How? You think one of these times I would?
Some people are blessed. Some people aren't.
I guess if the thing that I'm blessed in life is picking the correct name on a random.org list, sign me up for a different thing to be blessed with.
Yeah, that's my superpower. Some people get sweet superpowers. I got that. It's like I have a superpower. It's like if Spider-Man was born in Iowa. Wouldn't be very useful.
Seriously. I'm looking at this Mac Jones. And I'm starting to think there's so many crazy Mac Jones sales right now. Like Nate said, so much competition in the AFC. If you're following along live right now, let us know your thoughts on Mac Jones and his card prices and if it makes sense to you. Because to me, it literally makes no sense. I think there's so many better options you can buy than Mac Jones, even specifically
Dude,
like Lamar Jackson.
I saw some rumors that he's been looking real bad, like real bad. But again, Twitter rumors are Twitter rumors, so you never know what to believe.
Dude, Sprint Slabs is the low blow. Even Papa Slabs got one, and he's only been on here twice. He's got a 50% success rate.
Sprint Slabs is my new favorite person on this.
Hank said, Aaron, if you get a giveaway winner right tonight, I'll jump in in the lake with my clothes on. Go ahead, Hank. We got to see a video of that if you do.
All right. Well, wait. Can we screenshot that?
Oh, sure.
So that we can we have the receipts for when you get this right, so we can.
Oh, see, now Nate's cheering for me. Nate's cheering for me now.
I am.
Nicholas Hayes with the low blow. Mac Jones isn't looking as bad as Jordan Love, though. Well, I guess Jordan Love really isn't looking like anything anymore with that Rodgers contract extension.
It's true.
Also, first time on the live here since, well, actually, Bill Russell did die, I guess, before last Sunday. But RIP to Bill Russell, 11-time NBA champion, right? 11. And here's one of his autographs ending tonight at $1,400.
There's so many Bill Russell cards ending tonight. It's not even funny.
Probably all on flash auction, I assume.
Which is one of those things I really don't like.
It's really.
There's a lot of things in the card market I like. The buying cards and selling after somebody dies is something I really don't.
Yeah, it does seem, I guess the word would be morbid, you'd say?
Yeah.
He definitely is trash. Oh, Mac Jones.
It's like talking about Bill Russell.
I'm like, Bill Russell. I'm like, no, he's not trash. But that Bill Russell, I guess for context, it sold for $950 back in November 15th, 2021, and now it's over $1,400. What else do we have going tonight? Our bids are probably quite dwindled down. We got 16 left in my bid section, but we're probably not gonna. Oh my gosh, bro! I try to look up to see any sales history on this Fallout game, but like. Holy cow, this is crazy.
That seems. What is a 80 grade for something like this, anyways?
I mean,
is that 20 points under 100?
Yeah, I mean, it says near mint on it.
Is that good for a video game? I don't even know.
Well, it depends on the year probably and the type of wrap around the case, this and that. You know, I've seen higher for like other types of games and everything. But like there was like a sealed copy that sold for $313 on auction, not graded. I mean, if a sealed copy is selling for that much, not graded, if an 80 grade is good in the video game space, then I guess it makes sense compared to sports cards.
I suppose Dylan has a good point. Those CD cases cracked really easily. As for somebody who owned, unfortunately, way too many CDs in his life, the amount of money I spent on CDs that I could have spent on
cards,
any amount of baseball cards, a tough scene.
You did have a lot of CDs.
They crack really easily.
Yeah, that is a very good point. I imagine that the cellophane on the CDs, you know how thin that cellophane is on those things? Like, it's not like the thicker, you know, on the newer video games where it's like really thick and pretty hardcore. Super thin.
Yeah.
Timothy Cannon says VGA has a much better reputation. Watto was a product of marketing. Can't get into it here. Search Carl Jobst on YouTube. Well, I guess if you want
Job Street, I think.
Job Street. Pretty much guarantee that's how it said. Imagine if he's like, nope, it's pronounced Job Street.
That'd be incredible.
Wouldn't that?
I'd go right to the casino, which there are casinos in Washington. So,
wait, so that means there's sports gambling in Washington?
Probably.
Aaron, thoughts on the Mbappe Blue PSA 6? What did that close at?
Oh, golden eye.
I feel like if you're at, did it not sell yet? It must not have sold. Oh, it's still going. It's at 1,900 for PSA 6.
Wait, was it blue? Did you have this card?
I had a BGS 9.5 of that card.
You sold it?
Yes, for $7K.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I take the bum part back.
Yeah, no, I sold it. It wasn't too long ago. It was within the last several months.
Didn't you? Was that the PSA 8 that you got regraded it?
Yes, PSA 8 got bumped up to the 9.5 BGS. It's crazy. PSA 6 though is at 1900. How do I feel about that? I'm pretty sure this card was either a flip or a relist for a non-pay, as the PSA 6 did so pretty recently, 2640 on June 26th. So that might have been a real. I don't know. I actually have no idea what it would have been. All I know is that PSA 10 recently sold for $11,000 and PSA 9 recently sold for $6,000. So I guess I would say this. If you ever want to own a blue refractor Mbappe rookie, this is probably your best shot to get it affordably. Yes, it's a 6, but it's
you might be able to get a BGS 9 out of it.
You never know. You really never know. Did that dry sale end? Or it's at over 2K now. Next bid will put at 2520. There's a Max Goldwave SGC 8 portrait. And then this Derrick Rose gold. I remember someone was bidding on this Derrick Rose gold when we were talking about last time. It could have been one of the Kevins. I can't really remember by this point. I really want to see that Lamar and see if it gets in our bid. I tell you what, Nate, when you're not bidding on things, these 5-minute windows, they take way longer than when you're bidding on things.
It's true.
I mean, normally, obviously, the 1 minutes go really fast because normally you're not bidding anything by the time that 1 minute comes.
Well, you could bid on the you could bid on that Lamar and make things interesting.
I can't. I physically cannot bid on the Lamar.
Oh, poop.
Yeah, just drop down like a $22,000 bid and make things interesting. Yeah, sure, that would make things interesting.
Yeah.
I was just looking at this Jerry Jeudy. Last Raw sold for $150. It's this cool card, but I don't know. We sold our Jerry Jeudy.
I take it we did not win the Devontae Graham.
No, it went over our final bid. It went over 40. I was not about to bid over 40.
Oh, God.
I think that might be Jordan's max. He goes, you can bet on the max. I will have to pass, Jordan.
Got to meet Jordan at the National.
Yeah, shout out Jordan.
Great guy.
Also, anyone else that met us at the National, thank you for coming up to our booth. Feel free to drop a comment if you just so we could maybe, I guess, get a sense for who did come up to our booth. Although I know people have already been saying that. Sometimes it's very hard to relate the faces to the Instagram handles, to the YouTube names. Trying to connect the dots takes a little bit of time.
It is very hard, especially when they're not always the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
There's people that have a YouTube handle and an Instagram handle that are different, and then a name that's completely different than either two.
That definitely is the case.
Met Jim Baker. He's not here, but we got to meet him.
Oh, yeah. I met Jim Baker, too, at one of the train nights. All right, we got 40 seconds to see if this Lamar gets extended.
Nick picked up a Jordan Walker Sparkle BGS 10 this week.
How have we not mentioned to people? If you have won anything yet, please comment what you have won in the PWCC Weekly Auction number 29, and Nate will have a fun time reading off your winnings to everyone here.
It's true. Guilty as charged.
Check out this Lamar. Is that Edgar Allan Poe down there? I am very confident it is. We got a tree behind him.
Edgar Allan Poe from Baltimore?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, wait. Well, he was like the Raven guy. I mean, might be from Baltimore too. From Boston.
I don't know.
Born in Boston. No, and then he died in Baltimore though.
He died in Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. More you know.
There you go. Ooh, you won the Messi Mega Cracks 6.5. That was a sick card. Congratulations. Oh, it sold. I wasn't even watching the timer like a bum because I was researching Edgar Allan Poe. Sold for $21,600. Whoever bought this for $6,500 regraded it and sold it for $21K. Congratulations, because that is our flip of the day.
He was only 40?
Only 40?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Wow.
Died at the age of 40.
Timothy Cannon, I'm an Edgar Allan Poe collector. I'm a writer. Might have to get that card now. Well, if you're going to get that card, might as well get the what?
We have a real tough scene for Edgar.
What?
In 1836, he married his 13-year-old cousin.
Is that the tough scene?
Yeah. Are you sure? You want to be an Edgar Allan Poe collector still?
Uh-oh. Timothy said he had a terribly sad life, died in a gutter at 40. It sounds oh, and was an alcoholic. Okay. We're just going down the rails here.
We've really gone down the tubes here.
Yeah, it's Sunday Night Flip Quest is normally supposed to be the most lively and exciting way to end a week or start a week, however you look at it, I guess. But we are going down the tubes.
All right.
Nate, want to get wild tonight? Let's pick a card that's going to finish with 318 left.
I want you to go to page 7, and I'll pick one from there.
Hank said, "Sounds like a nice guy." Eh?
Yeah, yeesh.
And Jay said, "Everyone had to memorize his poetry."
You know, you can be as long as you write something that sounds good. You can be as terrible of a human, or if you are a good football player, same rules apply. You can do whatever you want.
I think you should walk that back quick before some people take you too seriously on the internet.
Yeah, it's true. I am being sarcastic. It's more of a shot at the NFL over the Deshaun Watson ruling.
No, I got you for sure. Which they're appealing it right now, so you never know. I mean, it was a 6-game suspension.
They have to appeal it.
Yeah,
save face.
Those quarterbacks are still moving. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, flawless in 1-1. Patrick Mahomes, and then JJ Watt is about to. It is actually tripling up the last sale of it from the fixed price marketplace. Speaking of, if any of you have any players that you collect or want to try to buy and sell later, check out the fixed price marketplace on PWCC. I have bought a few things off there in the past. You never know. You might stumble upon what?
Namely?
Well, George Russell Dynasty.
That's the one.
The George Russell Dynasty. And then also the Anthony Simons, too. That one as well. Yeah, we know how that ended. But the JJ Watt was bought on there, and you never know what you might find. Dylan, I think I have to walk away from these auctions right now. The prices are getting silly. Well, if you're not comfortable spending on a specific card at a specific price, then I agree. You don't have to go after it. But Dylan did win something from us specifically. You won the George Russell SGC 10. That was ours. Congratulations, Dylan.
Ew. Very cool.
Timothy said, "I didn't even hear about Kamara, so you must be right." Yeah, didn't Kamara like something happen with him and then just kind of nothing ever happened?
Yeah.
That Fallout game, bro. It's at $1,000.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man. Dry sales at 2,200. The Mario Bros is at 80. The Yankee Stadium's at 120, baby. That thing's tripled.
Ayo. Well, it was at 50, but I get your exuberance.
Dude, this was below 50.
No, it was at 50 when we were talking about it.
Okay, well, let me tell you this, Nate. The very next bid takes it to 150. Triple.
I double dog dare you.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's triple.
You idiot.
There you go.
I can't believe you just did that.
My statement is valid, and we are winning it right now.
Whatever it takes to get one win, Aaron will do it, including spending $150.
I had to get that W for saying it tripled. Here we are. Let's see. I really expect a Yankee fan to outbid me. I really do not think I'm going to win this for 150, but I guess you never know.
That's what they all say.
CC says non-rookie Giannis is going for a crazy amount right now. I believe you're referencing the totally certified gold out of 10. Oh my gosh, that is at a ton. The platinum gold out of 10 is at 2,700 right now. And the sports card professor picked up the 2014
Aaron,
variation.
Come on, get it right.
Oh, sorry, the SCP.
SCP-7.
SCP-7. Picked up 2014 Prism SP Variation Silver Bill Russell PSA 10. I apologize.
Yeah. I like a good acronym, so.
I did see that Verstappen red. 70th. And that Mbappe ended at 2,400, and that JJ Watt is up to 2K. The Superfractor Ronald Acuna from Silver Pack is at 1.8.
Can you imagine buying that fixed place marketplace for 700 and just flipping it with doing no work?
Oh my god! Oh, we're outbid. Let's go! I got the win, and we're outbid.
Boo! Boo! I was hoping you would be stuck with it, and then I was going to tell everyone that you were a Yankee fan, especially Vincent.
Right. Jack, I can confirm that Giannis is selling well overall lately, as I did sell a big one at the National. Nate, you got some winnings to catch up on here.
My bad. My bad. Danny B, not quite the night I was hoping for, but got 1935 Diamond Star Sparky Adams PSA, a Ryan Sandberg National Treasures Bat Relic PSA 10. So that's cool. I got to meet Ryan Sandberg at the Topps Series 1 premiere party. Very nice guy. Very normal. Timothy, I hit the Moses Moody out of 75. It's super cool. SPC 7 picked up the 2014 Prism Red, White, Blue Pulsar of Bill Russell. PSA 10.
Bro, what am I looking at? Nate, wasn't this Giannis just at 2,700?
What's it? 4,000 now?
It's up to 4K now, pre-buyer's premium.
Nicholas says, thoughts on the NBA 75th anniversary Prisms out of 75. Is that the red one? Blues are non-numbered, reds are out of 75. I think.
Which
I
one?
could be wrong.
The what? Oh, are you talking about?
Have you seen those? You know that Herb Jones I picked up for $40?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I'm trying to see if this follow is going to get another bid. Or you might see it end at like 1,300 or something right here, which it did just end at 1,300. And that Giannis just sold at 4,800, 1,320 for the Fallout 2. And the JJ Watt is moving on. It's at $2,000 right now. That was a snag. Whoever grabbed that, congratulations. Absolute snag. Nate, how many cards do we have left here? 62? We're not quite ready.
Not quite enough to do our guesses, but pretty close.
Do you know what? Here's the other thing. This Nate kid, he can't figure out what he ever wants to pick. He always has to make me refresh the page after I already pick, sees what else is getting bids as it's going down, and then he uses his big brain to pick one that's already got a bid probably. Thinks he's sick.
No comment. Hey, real quick, the last Herb Jones 75th anniversary blue retail, $75. So that's $35 in my pocket for the Flip Quest. No big
Not
deal.
Your pocket. You said
you know what I mean. In my metaphorical pocket.
Oh man, Jordan's Verstappen's going on a run right now. Just got boosted up to 4,100. I think it was only like 3.2 or something. I guess at a certain point, doesn't it go by 500s? I forgot about that. Let's see here. Oh no, it's still 100s. What is he now? He's like number 4 or number 6 in the set, I think. Oh, Jordan, that's a big number right now for you. I gotta assume you're happy with that sale. I mean, I'm looking way back in May when some of this stuff was more expensive, obviously. A Russell for $45.50, so an SGC8 already passed that. It's pretty awesome.
Oh,
and that JJ Watt's over $2,000. I mean, I can't blame someone who's a huge JJ Watt collector or something for wanting to get his one-of-one contenders auto. But dang,
Aaron, who do you like more, JJ or TJ?
Probably JJ. I have more like, well, JJ was like super like, I'd say like a bigger name at the time because he's like the first SWAT, you know. But I would say TJ Watt, like, he was super dominant too. I actually watched TJ Watt play a ton in person. Well, no, actually I did. Yeah, one season, 2016, my freshman year. I don't know. JJ Watt is like obviously going to be the legend for a long time, but
TJ did he tied the record?
He did, yeah. I guess I really don't have a preference over the two. TJ Watt's going to go further, I feel like, though, if he can stay healthy. That's the name of the game with these guys, is staying healthy, obviously.
Staying healthy. One time I heard that, I don't know if this is true, I heard that JJ Watt's muscles were too big for his body and they were tearing away from his bones.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He was getting injured all the time.
Jack, yes, I did move to the Giannis Flawless 2014 in Atlantic City. I did get a Giannis auto back in return, plus some money. DeJounte Murray, Ice Trey, and Jay Collins are going to go to the finals this year. Start stacking now. I think they're at least a couple years off the finals just because of how competitive the East has gotten. The East has gotten really competitive in the last couple of years, I feel. Aaron, thoughts on my Wolves getting Gobert? Well, I think it's got to be Western Conference Finals in the next 2 years. Otherwise, it's a mega fail. And the Verstappen has sold, and we are very close, Nate, to having all of these cards on one page.
Yo, let's go. Then I will do my customary wait a while, see what gets bids, and then vote.
What a bum. Admits it. Literally admits it. And we still got to give away the 2 cards from tonight, too, so do not forget. I thought these purples were numbered. I guess not. Normally, I thought Bowman Sterling purples were like out of 10, like the Trout, but maybe the Trout is numbered. That's pretty cool. Topps Apex die cut. It's a crazy
Just
card.
digging it in the house. What's up? Just digging it.
Oh, you made it. Just in time for the giveaways. Oh my gosh. Imagine being the seller, Nate. You just be cheering this thing on. Also, Nate, we got, hey, look now, because prepare in your mind what you want to pick, because this next time I refresh, we're going to have to make a selection.
There's a lot of Pokemon here. That's not good.
Oh, man. I feel like we're going
to.
All right. Make sure that you're
I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't know what I'm going to pick, but I'm ready. I mean, it's going to probably end up being a Pokemon, right?
I feel like I'm going to pick a Pokemon, too. All right. Once I refresh, you guys say something.
Manny Machado.
You're taking Machado? I'm taking the whole BGS 10. You're taking Machado?
Well,
I
don't know anything about these Pokemon, so yeah, I'm taking Machado.
Well, I was just watching the bidding pattern more than the actual cards. Although I do know what that Shining Legends is.
Also, maybe we get a little bit of that Juan Soto bump for Machado now. That's what I'm hoping for.
Mine was Golab 10 BGS 9 with the 10 auto jack, and you can message me on Instagram. I'd be happy to go back and forth with you. Okay. All right. We're both moving on. I got to get a W, man.
Well, realistically, you don't. You could go forever without getting a W.
What's crazy is the fact that, you've picked it, I don't know how many times now, 5? This is not easy. This is 24 cards remaining.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
Oh, my gosh.
For me, anyways. It might not be easy for you. It is easy for me.
Only 3 cards ended there. I can guarantee it's probably not going to be one of these 3 Charizards. JJ Watt, baby.
Is he going to be the last card? Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be insane, yes. Blues are almost 1 per blaster this year for Prism. Is that what Timothy's talking about? Oh, I got 2 bids in there. Stop bidding, though. I don't like that.
I like that.
Well,
somebody get me a bid.
You don't have any bids right now, so.
Come on.
Yep.
Juan Soto bump.
Yep.
Juan Soto bump.
Yep.
Juan Soto bump.
Nope. You're out with 20 cards left. What a bum. What an absolute bum.
That's what I get. I was gloating. I was bragging.
You didn't even make the Sweet 16. Next loser has to shave off the beard.
Nobody wants that, Pete.
Nate would never
specifically my wife.
Well, I wouldn't want.
But also, you wouldn't have me on videos for at least a month while I regrow it.
Okay, I need a bid here. Come on. I like Nate said, I don't need a bid. I'd very much so like a bid though. Yes. Keep going, baby. All these other ones, dude, all of them have bids. Can some of these things end? Oh, I didn't even realize what that JJ ended. That was like $3,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know.
Somebody bought that for $700.
It's insane. Seriously insane.
and just made an easy couple grand.
If you took Nate, shaved his beard, threw a hat on his head, he would turn from 35 to 12 overnight.
It's true. It's true. Well, no, because I would have too much fat down here. Too much double chin.
You're saying that 12-year-olds can't have double chins?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, we're still going here. Let's go. We can start up the giveaway now, though, to knock that out. We were giving away Gabriel Martinelli, PSA 9 sticker, and a Mason Mount Prism Update PSA 9 rookie. Put a number 1 in the comments with no text after, just the numerical value of 1.
Can I put the 1 in there for the Gabe?
For
the
what?
Martinelli?
Oh,
Gabe
no.
Martinelli?
No, absolutely not. Someone else will be winning that. I need to win this now, though, to see Hank have to jump into the lake. Oh, let's go.
I forgot about that. Aaron, let's go.
I know.
Oh, we're getting a good Instagram video sent to us of Hank jumping in the lake, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll make a video out of it.
We will. We will. We have all the receipts on here. I mean, all of it. I really hope that this wins. If anyone here is
Aaron.
I cannot believe that Nate's been cheering for me. I think he's really just cheering for Hank, though. That has nothing to do with me.
I am cheering for Hank. Of course, it's not like it's like, November and 30 degrees out.
But he did say in all of his clothes, so
he did. That's pretty miserable.
That'd be very, very wet and sticky. Come on. Hello, I'm going to get publicly shamed. It's just cards. It's okay.
Just cards.
I don't like this, though. These other Pokemon cards are refusing to end. I mean, I need this one to refuse to end, but...
Well, Aaron, if they all end at the same time, you win.
That is true. You're right. All right, everyone. We will give you 2 more minutes to get your number 1s in there. There's not too many in there right now, so try throwing your number 1 in there if you can, and it'll probably help you get some better odds to win the giveaway, either Gabriel Martinelli or Mason Mount. 2 minutes until 10:15 p.m. Central Time, and I really need a bid here. There's a couple other bum cards on there that don't have or that have bids. Come on, man.
Come on. Come on.
Anyone?
Come on.
It's a pop 1.
It's a pop 1. Also, Hank has to jump in the ocean.
Oh, shit. No. No. Come on.
Well, I knew Hank's a smart man. He bet everything on a guy that can't win. Come on, Aaron.
Oh, wait. Hank was right. He didn't even say the card. He said picking the giveaway. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Aha.
We're still alive.
We're still alive.
We're not alive. Who are we kidding?
I don't know. Well, you guys got 1 more minute to get your 1s in, guys and girls, and then we will be drawing the winner. With all these Pokemon cards ending right now, we will still go and draw the winner to win the Martinelli or the Mason Mounts. And Martinelli will go to first place, not because Martinelli is better than Mount, but because
I have heard some rumors that he is.
No.
Some people have said.
Not true.
Don't have any names, but some people have probably said.
I don't really know. Oh, Timothy, that is going to result in a timeout and a kick from the SlabStox live stream forever.
Ooh, Timothy's not wrong.
I shouldn't even start talking. Now I'm just going to get shamed. He did score yesterday. You're right. He did have a nice header. All right. Closing the giveaway. Let's see here. We got 8 cards remaining still. Geez, these things are Pokemon cards will not end.
You know what they say, what is dead shall never die, and I feel like Pokemon cards died forever ago. So.
All right.
Should pick one of these cheap $140 Pokemon cards.
I mean, I went with a decent, like not obviously cheap compared to these, but I thought I was in smooth sailing. Like pop 1, getting a few bids.
I like how much you moved your camera over to get that SX sign in there.
I didn't move the camera over. We removed a shelf.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I just realized I gotta move the shelf a little bit more though that way because I'm blocking my 6 Stranger Things box in the Toy Story box.
You're also blocking your Frank Kaminsky signed shoe half with your microphone. There you go.
You like that Toy Story box, Nate?
I do. I saw that when I was at your guys' place, and I kind of wanted it.
It's sealed still.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's from Skybox actually.
I know. I just very cool. Very cool.
I know. I was just looking one day. I'm like, oh, pretty sick. No.
Yeah.
No. I do not have to jump in a lake. It'd take me too long to get to a lake to make it totally not worth it. Back in Minnesota,
you could jump into one of those tuckaway ponds.
That'd be so gross. Over by the tuckaway shores or whatever.
Yeah.
4 cards left. We're gonna run this giveaway right now, and we're gonna see if we can guess right.
Ooh, Hank says he will also jump in the lake if I win the giveaway.
Oh, if he wins
this.
the giveaway, not if he wins it.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't. Hey, you're gonna have to tell us who you think though.
No. If he wins.
Oh, duh. All right, 3 times in the randomization. Let's go. 1, 2. Jason Lee on top, Christo at second, Pete at the bottom. I'm picking Hank, man. I'm picking Hank.
All right, and we're going from the bench.
Where's from the bench?
35.
Okay. There's Nate's, and I don't even know where Hank is, honestly. What's H? Oh, there we go. Hank. There we go. 39, 35, 39. And third and final. Logan Thompson and Nick Herrera.
So close. Literally so close.
Where were you?
3.
Oh, you were close. And Hank. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding this name. I can't find it. I'm blind right now. I'll just use Control F.
I already exited out.
14.
Oh, 14.
Yep. There you go. So Logan and Nick, congratulations. Please email us info@slabstox.com.
We were so close from the bench. We were that close.
Please wait. That was dumb. I should not have guessed Hank, right? That just completely lowered our odds.
You did.
I know.
You really did.
I really screwed that up. All right. Well, if you did win, meaning Logan at number 1 or Nick at number 2, congratulations. Please go to your account. They switched, honestly. They switched all of the stuff recently. So I don't even know where to find it yet. But there should be something that says key. You probably go to your settings or something. You click key. And then you send me your identity key, and then we'll get a transfer to you. And the last thing remaining, Nate, of all things, was the super expensive baseball box.
Who would have seen that coming?
I know. 1998 Skybox EX 2001. All right, let's go back to the favorites quick and fly through and see some of the biggest sales of the night that we were watching. Lamar Jackson, of course, took the top spot with that 21.6K sale on the gold vinyl downtown PSA 10. A really big sale that our Devin Booker Orange Prism Rookie of 65 BGS 10 for 15K. Though Zion sold for more than it last sold, which was 9K 2 months ago, up to 10.5K, getting a little heat with the season coming. And then this one, this Luka Immaculate 77, these have sold multiple times in the last few months. Sold for right at 7K. That is kind of in line with the last sale, so not much movement there. And then we've got Juan Soto. Obviously, dude's super hot after getting traded. That is a little bit down from the sale before that, though, which was 7,200, I believe. Then this one was a pretty huge sale, too, for Jordan. 5.3K on the Max Verstappen Gold Wave Portrait SGC 8. So congratulations on the sale.
I would just like to point out one last thing. If Hank sends a video of him jumping into the lake fully clothed, I will send $10 to Camp Kessel.
Wow. Hank.
Anybody else want to up that amount?
I mean, I'll also pitch in $10. We'll double it to 20.
Yes. All right. Now we just need all 77 people in the comment section to
Hank goes, wait, what? Say it again. Nate said,
Hank, if you get a video to us of you jumping into the lake fully clothed, we will be each giving $10 to Cam Kessel.
Are you really going to deprive the kids of $20?
Yeah, that's the question. Timothy will do 10 also. We'll put the video up on our SlabStox page.
All right, that's $30. Done. Hank says done. Hank, you guys send me that video and we'll get it. We'll get a little Instagram reels made or something.
Love it.
Look at that, up to $30 for the kids. Chip in, use the money to buy a car to flip for the camp. I think that $30 right to the camp page might be a little bit more effective, although it would be kind of fun to see if that would work. We did kind of do that already with the auction from last week. From the bench, Hank, you gotta do it or hate the thought of kids going to camp.
No, Hank, we don't want you to drown. So.
No. I'll do it tonight in the cold dark. No, do it tomorrow, please. Do it under adult supervision. Yep. Timothy says no hurry, Hank. Just need a quality video. Let's go, Hank.
Let's go, Hank.
That's a fun way to end it. Nate, thanks for throwing that out there. $30 will be going to Cam Keston if Hank completes the challenge. And Sprint Slabs, thanks for coming. Have a great rest of your week, too. And everyone else have a great rest of your week. And you'll find us back here tomorrow night, SlabStox Live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the SlabStox YouTube channel. And next week, Sunday, for the Flip Quest number 30 at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time once again.